Hi guys, Franz here. Welcome back to another episode of Knights of Dragons. The last episode was the EU recap. This is the global recap. I always try to see if I can post as many videos as I can, and apparently I can. So let's just go straight into this. So I'm on IMAX's account, my God Sentinel that has retired, and this account is so fucking damn amazing in terms of stats wise and everything. You know, there's so many fucking Shadow Forge, and I can do so many fucking top runs with it. And yeah, I got a Crystal Spine Crack Shield, and we're going to do that, this recap of the global right now. In the Dream Crackle rate, in the last episode I forgot to mention something, which is quite meh. It's weird, to say the least. And it's like, this raid boss was supposed to be Air-Earth. Honestly, because it seemed to me that the raid boss was flying, kind of, or floating at least, and it was kind of like the Yggdrasil. It's something with it was something with Yggdrasil. You know, the fucking turtle that carries the entire earth on his back. I don't know if this guy was Yggdrasil or whatever. I believe the turtle was named Yggdrasil or something, but. It's supposed to be Air-Earth, but this raid was Earth Spirits. And many people got triggered again, as usual. I'm not going into any of these personal opinions of yours, because I honestly don't give a flying fuck about personal opinions about raids and their elements. But this raid was kind of weird, because it seemed to me that the raid boss was Air-Earth. And to everybody, it also showed in the leaks, you know, that the guy from the leaks posted itself as Air-Earth. But apparently Deka Games replied to people that started complaining about why this raid wasn't Air-Earth, and they actually said, like, the data mine doesn't really mean that it's specifically going to be that element. And I completely understand that, because that's true, you know, because it's data mined, it's leaks, you know, it's not like that they actually do have seen, or that the guy that actually has the data mine actually has seen the elements. He's just making a forecast out of it. You know, he's trying to predict what the elements are. And I can honestly see that, but this raid, I believe it was supposed to be Air-Earth too. But personally, I didn't really care, because I have a lot of Spirit Fire armors on IMAX's account, and I was going ham on this raid. On a level 4, I believe I could do 600k to a level 4, so I'm quite well, and I could do 400k to a level 6 or something, so I was happy that I could actually do something in terms of warring. So we have Brothers of History. This was a retirement run for somebody named Sidero or something. We have Ill-Tempered Seabass, The Dark Nuts Rise, Boobies and Booties. Some of these guild names are meh. Boobies and Booty, I guess it's supposed to be funny, but honestly, I don't see the use of it. FBM Legion, Bond Beyond Time, it's been a fucking while that all of these older guilds are here, you know. Brothers of History, never heard of them before, honestly. But Ill-Tempered Seabass, for example, these are guilds from the Empire Reign stuff. Bond Beyond Time, FBM Legion, never heard of them. Hispanos de Mundo, Beastify, Lords of War, Do Not Provoke. So yeah, what I'm trying to say about Boobies and Booties, it's not that I don't like the people in there or some shit, you know, because I already know that people are getting triggered personally because, hey, don't you like me or something? No, it's like, this guild name is supposed to be funny, but in my opinion, it's just, meh. It's just another guild name, honestly. And FBM Legion, don't even know what the fuck that is from, but okay. And then the Terrible Bones, Evil Orange, Elite, Adonis Hunters, Q-Mob, Unicorns Uprising, Vikings Brazil, Dark at Night, Undead Mafia, Warrior of Oblivion, Active Deutsche, Wrecking House, Supernatural, Omega Masters Guard. Seeing them a lot as of lately. The Pandemic, that was my guild, as you can see on the top, because it says your guild rank is rank 25. Jeleno's guild, Snow Wolves, AL4, Arctic Circle, and Ohana. And then here we have another couple guilds. And the group is number 41. Okay, I see. But yeah, I was in 2 runs in Global. I was in the Terrible Bones retirement run, which we are going to be kind of saying goodbye to, and the Pandemic free-to-play. So this is basically going to be about the Terrible Bones and their retirement run, because the Pandemic, we did really well, you know. If you want a good guild, the Pandemic is a good one, honestly. And yeah, you're also going to be with me in top runs and shit like that, because you're automatically actually joining my family or a girl from another family that is actually running with me. So if you guys ever want to join me in my runs or something, just hit me up online. You know, I have a run every week as of lately, because in this upcoming week I have 2 runs. Next week I have a run, and I'm kind of stuck with running for the next 6 weeks or something, because I have so many accounts, so why not do something with it, you know? And yeah, we have snow wolves and blah blah blah, but yeah, the pandemic, really nice raid. I'll go over that in a bit, honestly. But the Terrible Bones had a retirement run, and I was in there with my main, because I was thinking like, hey, I could go for 50 mil, but apparently my lineup was so shit that I was doing about 150k to a level 6, and that is completely and utterly shit, even for my liking, because usually I do like 200k, and that is at least something, you know, because I felt like I was the worst in the guild, and I actually... there were no minimums, but I felt like I leached, honestly, and that I could have done better. And I could indeed have done better, but I was mainly resting this weekend after what I heard from my doctor. You know, that blah 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 and stuff, you know, disease, fun stuff, at least. not really, but it's just like I'm trying to get over it. But we were trying for top 10 at first, but Do Not Provoke did a really good job at closing down that top 10 run, I guess, because they were like 5 billion in front of us, and or at least they were 3 billion in front of us after the first day, and we still wanted to go for it, but after a while it was like, hey, this is supposed to be for Tom and Terrible Bones as a retirement run, so we're doing this for them and not for and not to try to see if we can snag a couple people that we can like do, you know. The plan was to try to go for top 10, and we did try, but unfortunately we failed, you know. But that's how it is, and I can't do anything about that. And in the end it was still a fun run, you know. Everybody had a lot of fun, and that's what this game should be about, instead of like, because I felt like that people were actually discussing if we should go for top 10 or not, and I was like, personally, I was just reading through that chat, and I was like, why not just like have fun with each other, you know? This is supposed to be a fun retirement run, instead of like going for the numbers again. And honestly, there were a lot of numbers, and I was like, okay, I'm not reading this, you know. And I even apologized to Tom that I made like 7 million or something. You know, like I said, no minimum, so that I couldn't leech anyway. But I was planning on at least doing 50 million, you know, and hopefully get that set so I could do that top 10 shit. But unfortunately, it didn't work out as I planned, because yeah, I was just doing shit damage, and I was planning on doing more, you know. And honestly, I should have gone with IMAX's account instead, but meh. I just didn't really feel like I wanted to do this with my main for Tom, you know, and I would like to wish Tom a happy game year in Lord's Mobile, because that's where he's going together with most of his family. Some aren't going there, but most of the Terrible Bones family is going there, and that's an entire family closing down for good, you know. And Lord's Mobile, I have read some reviews about Lord's Mobile, and it seems to be even worse than Gree, because they know exactly the game makers know exactly how to get you, how do you say this properly? They know exactly how to get the most money out of it as possible. And is that a good marketing trick? Yes, but apparently it's a bad thing in that game. But that's just something that I've read from a lot of reviews. But it doesn't really have to supposed to be that way, you know. Maybe it isn't, but apparently according to Tom, there's always something to do, and in Knights & Dragons there isn't, of course, because when there's no event, what are you doing? And if there's an event, what are you doing, you know? Because like, if you keep just hitting in rate or wide, there's like nothing. That's like, it's all the same thing over and over again. That's the problem. It starts to get a little stale after a couple times of doing it. And that's the biggest problem that people have with this game. It's getting stale after a while, and many people just don't want that. But yeah, the Terrible Bones, that's, like I said, that's an entire family closing down, and you can clearly see that the Terrible Bones, or that this game is actually just going nowhere anymore, honestly. I would say that this game, I see a lot of people, old people coming back too, but there's like a ton of people that I'll also say like I'm going, you know, and I don't really know if there's more people coming to this game as there's going away from the game, and that's a big major fucking problem. But yeah, let's take a look. This Adelia and Virgo, really, or Neo, as I like to call him, these guys really did a fucking good job. And honestly, big shout out to you guys, 250 million to you both. At least Adelia did somewhat more, but doesn't really matter. So yeah, we have Lammy. Froze is back in business and he's now in Kingdom of Gods. Froze was an old member of an old guild of Reckless family, but we split up, or actually those two guilds that were part of Reckless family, you know, they did some things, I guess, and after a while I just said like, hey, if you keep doing that, we're just going to kick you. And in the end they got kicked from the Reckless family because I guess their loyalty was towards something else. But Froze was with them and he wanted to run with the pandemic, and that was like at the last couple seconds, and this guildmaster, as well as the co-leader, I guess, got a little bit mad at that for him, or got a little bit mad at him for doing that. And so he's like, hey, fuck you guys, I'm going back to the Reckless family. And I'm actually loving that. And I did 23.5 million. Am I really that dumb? And didn't I get that Phoenix Feather? Because I believe that Phoenix Feather's at like 24 million or something. But yeah, here we have the indie board. Mr. Ezor got top 1 indie twice, I believe. And yeah, you can also see that Area Down is in here. Area Down is one of the biggest hitters from the Reckless Family, Brotherhood, and the Killer Order stuff. So yeah, you can clearly see that we also have our shit here. And yeah, Darth Maul was in Ill-Tempered Seabass. I don't really know what Ill-Tempered Seabass is in terms of alliance. He's, god damn it. Omega Master's Guard. Okay, I see. He's not in... Okay, I see. He's not in there anymore. Okay, but ITSB... Don't really know anymore if they are indie or at TFO, because last time I checked they were TFO, but they had a... Was there a fallout between... I don't know anymore. But yeah, I'm not going into any really alliance bullshittery this time, you know, and see what guild is what, because I don't really feel like doing that. I have bashed enough people in this episode already, I believe, you know, and I'm... Ever since I got this new medicine shit from my doctor, I've been more honest. It's like it's a honesty pill or something, you know, a honesty aspirin or whatever you want to call it. And it's like I feel like saying what I want right now. And that's about it for that stuff. So Tom, hope you had a ton of fun in Knights of Dragons. I'm sorry I couldn't do more. I wish I could do more, but this is my goodbye to you. Or not a personal, or not, yeah, maybe it's a definite goodbye, maybe it isn't, but as of now, I just want to wish the Terrible Bones a happy gaming time on Lord's Mobile, and hopefully they have a better shot there, you know? This is an entire family going to another game, and an entire family, that's like, I believe there's 20 to 30 people that actually went from Knights of Dragons to Lords of Mobile in 2 weeks. That's a lot. But guys, thank you so much for watching. As usual, smash that like button if you enjoyed. Big shout out to Tom for letting me in that run. And unfortunately, I feel like I have leached. So yeah, I can't do anything about that, honestly. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you all again next time.